Special shout out to my real MMA brothers. Yeah, because this weekend Dricus Du Plessis is taking on Kamaru Usman, and I come from a country that is very, very, very patriotic. So if they found out that one of their own is doing a specific sport that they're not really following, they are there. So as a sports fan, you always have to explain yourself that yes, this person is from my country, but he's not necessarily my favorite fighter. Doesn't mean I hate my country, but yes, shout out to Real MMA because it's pretty much South Africa versus Nigeria in this fight night that is happening in Oklahoma. I don't know if the UFC has ever had a event in Oklahoma or they are returning. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But it's a card that looks to be promising. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say that I know all the names that are gonna be fighting. So I'm literally probably just gonna talk about 2, if not 3 fights in the main card because I want to watch the prelims, but I'm just not sure if I'm going to be awake at that time. So Chase Hooper's taking on Mitch Ramirez. Chase Hooper is one of those prospects that the UFC tried to hype as well, but it didn't really work out per se because the last time he won in the UFC was oh damn, he's actually been around. I went as far as Jim Miller because Jim Miller's a veteran. He was supposed to win, but he got taken to a decision. So yes, he has a mixed bag of results. I mean, initially when he started, he took on Levitt, submitted him. Took on Borshev, submitted him again. He took on Clay Guida. Clay Guida was super old at the time. Submitted him. So yes, he's pretty much a submission specialist. And then the past 2 results didn't necessarily go his way. Getting knocked out in the first round, but he's looking to come back and prove that he can be a lightweight contender in a division that is so deep and so terrifying, for lack of a better word. He's taking on a prospect in Mitch Ramirez. This is only his 3rd fight in the UFC. Lost his first one, lost his second one. So me knowing the UFC, it's probably gonna get cut if he loses. But I think Chase Hooper comes back and submits Mitch Ramirez. Haven't watched the 2 fighters fight extensively. I've seen a couple of Chase Hooper fights, but this has the ability to go whichever way. Jared the Killer Gorilla Cannonier is back in the octagon, and I'm just quickly checking his age because yes, he's fought at heavyweight, he's fought at light heavyweight, now he's at middleweight. I have no idea how he does it. It's black don't crack, I guess. Listen to this. Jared Cannonier is 42 years old. He's ranked 10th in the world, and let me just read out his CV. Last time he fought Michael Venom Page, MVP, very tricky. Jared Cannonier, very dangerous, but MVP just stayed out of range and punished Cannonier. And I think with age, the speed goes and whatnot. All the people will tell you those are the things that typically happen. He fought Robocop in Gregory Rodriguez and knocked them out. Caio Bahario took him to a unanimous decision. I think he got hurt, and then yeah, the fight was just. He took on Imavov, got knocked out. People argued that the stoppage was slow. Slow. The stoppage was quick, and just a mixed bag of results. I mean, he even took on Easy. At the time, I think it was for the title. Could be wrong, but yes, Jared Cannonier has been around, and I can go through his CV for a good 10 minutes. He is taking on Chris Leroy Duncan. I mean, dude has fought 4 months ago, taking out Roman Dolidze, and he has nothing but. He's on a 1, 2, 3, 4. He's on a 4-fight win streak, and you beat Cannonier, then they start having those conversations with you. So, interesting fight. 42 is just a bit. Yeah, I don't know, but I'll never count out the Killer Gorilla because that's literally his nickname. I'm liking him in this fight. I think he needs a big win. I think he's going to do exactly that. And getting into the main event, Dricus still knocks Du Plessis, taking on Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman. And Dricus Du Plessis' resume is insane. A former 2-time EFC champion, And getting into the UFC, always accused of gassing quickly. He attributed that to his nose, fixed his nose, and has been tearing up the division. And some of the names that he's taken over the years, he's defeated your Darren Tills, he's defeated Jalen Brunson. Wow, Jalen Brunson. Derek Brunson. He's defeated Robert Whittaker. He's took out Sean Strickland. He's took out Easy. Sean Strickland again. And was, yeah, the first thing that comes to mind with Drickus is the last fight against Chimaev, where he was in a crucifix position for the longest time. People will still say the fight was boring. I can't relate. I thought it was fantastic. But to each their own, and he's looking to avenge that loss in one of the fights where I still low-key feel like it's useless because we don't know if Kamaru Usman is back in the middleweight division forever or he's just there to, I have no idea. But he fought Joaquin Buckley, and before that, it was almost 2 years after his last fight against Khamzat Chimaev. Lost the 2 fights to Leon Edwards, and yeah, Kamaru Usman is a, what is the word? He is a model champion. Has a couple of really good highlight reels, but also time is not really on his side. He's looking to make one more charge at the title, and we've seen Glover Teixeira, Randy Couture, and all these other legends making a run at the title and getting the title. So nothing is impossible. You can remember the Gilbert Burns fight where he knocked them down with a jab. He punched the sweat of Jorge Masvidal and broke Covington's jaw. There was a time where we thought Usman is probably going to rival GSP, but that just didn't happen. And so we will see what happens. I saw them face off. Drickus is slightly taller, and I don't know. If I'll always say that it takes a long time to address wrestling issues, so I don't know if if Drickus has done that. Kamaru is a Division 1 wrestler. He's not really a submission threat, but we will see. I mean, he survived against Chimaev, whom Chimaev dominated Drickus Du Plessis. So it's going to be interesting to see if it gets there. And I think Kamaru's chin still holds up. Huge fan of Kamaru Usman since welterweight days, and yeah, I've been. So this is going to be an interesting fight. One, I'm a patriot, but I'm also a super fan of fighting. Kamaru Usman has been one of my goats for the longest time. So I think Kamaru Usman is going to dominate the wrestling exchanges, and he's not going to get tired. So I think Kamaru Usman takes this thing to a UD victory. And let me know what you guys think. Peace and love.